Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, canines of all breeds came to town. Find out who won Best in Show.
Then a summer fundraiser to benefit the local volunteer center. We'll take you inside.
And we'll introduce you to the newest company to hit the craft brew scene in Torrance.
Plus, Kashiwa delegates enjoy a week full of Torrance history.
These stories and much more just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chin.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. Warmer weather and higher ocean temperatures this week are more signs that El Nino is gaining strength to possibly give California much needed rain this winter. Sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean have increased to their highest levels so far this year. That temperature increase, 3.4 degrees Fahrenheit, which was above the average on August 5th by the National Weather Service's Climate Prediction Center. This is slightly higher than it was August 6, 1997, when it was 3.2 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. That was also the prelude to the largest El Nino event on record, which occurred in 1997. That year, storms brought widespread flooding and mudslides, causing 17 deaths and more than $500 million of damage. Downtown L.A. got nearly a year's worth of rain in February 1998, but experts say because El Nino's effects don't typically happen with great intensity in California in the summer, there probably won't be much drought relief for a while. El Nino is a weather phenomenon that involves the warming of ocean waters west of Peru, which causes a shift in the atmosphere that can dramatically change weather patterns worldwide.
And while the fires throughout California continue to burn, our local firefighters are back home safely. With 35 fires still blazing, including the Rocky Fire in Northern California, which has burned nearly 69,500 acres. The Torrance Fire Department helped to battle fires north by sending 2 engines to Alder Point, California on July 31st, along with 1 engine from El Segundo, Redondo, and Manhattan Beaches. They worked around the clock, and both Torrance fire engines 93 and 94 made it back home safely with all firefighters on August 9th. California operates under the Mutual Aid Program, which is an agreement between communities that they will jump in to help if more resources are needed. Under the program, the goal is to have fire engines on the road within an hour of receiving a call.
New numbers released show Southern California residents were eager to trade in their lawns this past year. The Metropolitan Water District of Southern California paid out nearly $57 million to homeowners and businesses who replaced their lawns with drought-friendly landscaping. The program, which ran from January 2014 until June of this year, replaced nearly 30 million square feet of grass from Oxnard to San Diego, paying $2 per square foot of turf removed. Residential customers made up 70% of the rebates distributed, while commercial customers, including school districts to golf courses, made up the rest. The Metropolitan Water District of Southern California supplies water to over 19 million customers in Los Angeles, San Diego, and Orange counties.
And there's another way the state is fighting the drought. The Los Angeles Reservoir has dropped off 96 million black plastic balls into the city's 175-acre basin. The balls are said to help keep the water clear of dust and pests and reduce evaporation, as the balls would float on the water's surface. At 36 cents each, the balls cost a total of $34.5 million, a cost-effective way to reduce evaporation by nearly 300 million gallons each year. The 4-inch balls are treated with a chemical to block UV light and designed to last up to 25 years. The alternative would be to build a dam dividing the reservoir and installing float covers, which would cost $300 million. The Department of Water and Power is the first utility company to use this technology for water quality protection.
Los Angeles is one step closer to reaching an agreement with the U.S. Olympic Committee. The city hopes to be America's candidate for the 2024 Summer Olympic Games, pledging to host the Games at a projected cost of $4 billion. The city agreed to cover any cost that the Olympic Committee would not cover. The International Olympic Committee typically makes a contribution of about $1.5 billion to offset the cost, but the rest would have to be financed by the city. L.A. Mayor Eric Garcetti said he anticipates the city could make a profit as it would use many existing venues from the 1984 Summer Games rather than building new ones. The city is still negotiating details with the United States Olympic Committee, which will make a final decision on the host city by mid-September.
Popular rideshare companies are under investigation this week. The California Public Utilities Commission is probing Uber and the likes like Lyft and Sidecar for its car leasing program for drivers. The PUC stated they're looking into the growing number of drivers who work for rideshare companies who use leased or rented vehicles to transport passengers. Now, Uber announced just last month a new car leasing program for prospective drivers who don't own a car but want to work for the company. Uber is the only car booking company to create a subsidiary called Exchange Leasing to lease cars directly to drivers. Exchange Leasing has partnerships with dealerships in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, as well as in cities in Georgia and Maryland.
The Torrance Police Department launched a new mobile app for iPhones and iPads. The app allows users to connect with the police department by reporting issues or concerns directly from their mobile devices. You can also send in photos or get answers for frequently asked questions. iPhone users can download it now for free at the App Store, and while not available for Android phones, the police department hopes to have it available at a later date. Well, still ahead, the city wraps up its summer reading program. We'll take you to all the festivities.
Plus, a new brewery coming to Torrance. We've got your first look.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
I watch golf with him and
I watch him cook because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Welcome back. The city's reading program over the summer concluded with a concert in the park. The program took place for 7 weeks throughout the summer, encouraging students to build reading habits. More than 400 people came out to Victor Park for the event, which celebrated with a concert and carnival activities, all made possible with the help of generous volunteers. For more information on the program, visit torranceca.gov/summer reading.
Canines of all breeds headed to Torrance recently to show off their best tricks at this year's South Bay Kennel Club Dog Show. It was a two-day event that took place on the field of North High School. Dogs were judged on their ability to follow instructions and perform special activities. South Bay Kennel Club is a group of purebred dog owners who enjoy training and showing off their canines at shows throughout the South Bay. A boxer dog named Simi won for Best in Show. There were over 1,000 entries into the various categories. If you're interested in joining the South Bay Kennel Club, visit southbaykc.com/blog.
The Torrance Volunteer Center received a big helping hand thanks to a recent fundraiser. Reporter Tao Ta takes us to the festivities.
It's the day that everyone has been waiting for. With food, dancing, and an auction, all of the nearly 250 attendees at this year's Summerfest are here to raise money for the Torrance Volunteer Center's 3 youth programs: Food for Kids, Operation Teddy Bear, and Youth Leadership Development.
For $250, you can feed 10 homes for the weekend.
Dr. Vernon Williams came up with one goal for the day. That is to give back to as many children and families as he could, even if that meant reassuring a child that there was enough food to eat over the weekend.
They get meals during the week while they're in school, but there's really a need, particularly in underserved communities, for that kind of nourishment and food over the weekends.
The Volunteer Center provides support to thousands of nonprofit agencies. The 3 programs that are spotlighted at this event have existed for over 10 years.
Taking the 3 because, frankly, it costs more money to do those programs.
Operation Teddy Bear, which is one of the 3 youth programs, provides 5,600 tote bags to underdeserved first graders. For this one youth program in particular, all of the funds are going towards not only the youth, but the veterans who help sew the bags. In total, the Volunteer Center has 10 programs that have been going strong for over 50 years.
It's really important to support all the charities in our city, but the Volunteer Center is perhaps one of the most important because it provides outlets and help for all of the nonprofits or all of the people who need it. So, and it goes the full range from the youth in our community to the seniors in our communities.
Like others in the community, Dr. Williams came to show his support for this good cause because he understands the hardships children face.
It's difficult to learn when you're hungry. It's difficult to learn when you're dehydrated. It's difficult to learn when you don't know where your meals are coming from.
And a little help goes a long way.
Just things like simple materials that students may have to use in their education. Pencils, paper, notebooks, crayons, these kinds of things would seem to be minimal, but they can be a game changer for students.
Dr. Williams and the rest of the community at this fundraiser are helping these kids realize their true potential. For Torrance CitiCABLE, this is Tao Ta.
Thanks, Tao. To see photos from the event, visit volcenter.org/Summerfest.
You may have spotted them around town. The Torrance Sister City Association student delegates from Kashiwa, Japan have been busy seeing the sights and getting to know Torrance's rich history.
Each year, the Torrance Historical Society is honored to take the Kashiwa exchange students on a tour. So we give them a little sample of Torrance, and we like to call our tour the Top of Torrance.
This week's itinerary included a visit to the top of Torrance's iconic El Prado Bridge, a trip to Rocket Ship Park, and a stop at the penthouse of the Doubletree Hotel, giving Kashiwa delegates a sweeping view of the city from all these landmarks while learning about the city's unique history. The delegates were also taken to the Torrance Historical Society and Museum, where they met with former Mayor Ken Miller, who started the Torrance Sister City Association. The group had a chance to visit a historical Torrance house built in the 1920s and see the different architectural designs. And to stop at a local street named after the sister city made the delegates feel welcomed. The day ended taking in some sunshine and waves at Torrance Beach. Also on the schedule for the group is an overnight trip to San Diego, followed by a weekend out with their individual host families. We'll be sure to keep you updated right here on This Week in Torrance.
Kashiwa delegates also stopped by the fire and police departments this week. Torrance firefighters demonstrated what a typical day is like for a firefighter on duty, running daily tasks, putting on heavy equipment, and even climbing a 100-foot fire engine ladder. The students had a chance to try on the heavy fire jackets and helmets for themselves and took turns getting into the fire engine. The group then got a taste of the city's local farmers market at Wilson Park. Corn dogs with ketchup and burritos were some of the many farmers market dishes sampled for lunch. The day finished with a trip to the Torrance Police Department, where Chief Mark Matsuda welcomed the group.
So we're very excited to have you here, as we are every year. I think it's nice to be able to share what we do here with students like yourselves coming from another country.
Students were also especially excited for the visit to the forensic lab, where they got the chance to be fingerprinted. The bus then headed back to the West Annex, where host families waited to pick up the students. Later that evening, the delegates were recognized by Mayor Fury at the city's council meeting, where they received a special welcome. Well, still ahead, an exciting new brewery opening up in Torrance and some upcoming events you won't want to miss.
Plus, how to stay fit past the summer months. We've got a special in-studio guest you won't want to miss. But
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
summer may be almost over, but that doesn't mean your summer fitness regimen has to change. While many gear up for swimsuit season and summer vacations, once the fall season hits, statistics show fewer people are sticking to their fitness routine. So today we have Marie Choi, a personal trainer and Muay Thai fighter, with us. And she may look familiar. She used to also produce and host shows on CitiCABLE. Welcome back, Marie. We're so glad to have you here. And folks, I'm here to tell you, she is one of the kindest, sweetest persons, but she goes by the name of the Angry Korean when you fight.
That's right, or the AK.
You know, that's a whole different side of you I don't even know about. How do we stay in shape when the fall season starts?
Sure, it's just simple math. I mean, it's calories in versus calories out. If you're not going to be able to move as much or get that workout in, you're just not going to eat as much.
And there's also been some stories recently that people that sit at their desk all day, they need to get up and move around because that's a real problem for some folks who are desk bound.
Right, and just being sedentary, you want to get up maybe halfway through your day, take a little walk, go to the bathroom, take the stairs instead of the elevator, and then after work you want to try something different, you know, maybe come out to the UFC gym in Torrance and try some different workout.
Let's talk about that. How did you get into it and what's the involvement here in Torrance? Do you have a lot of Torrance residents that are interested in this?
We do. A lot of Torrance residents can come to the gym, try something different. They can come and schedule a free complimentary session with me. It's a great way to find out where you are, and we can, you know, devise a program that suits us.
And we even have a special promotion, right? If you're watching and you can email you, contact you. Is that right? How do we contact you?
You can contact me at marie.choi@ufcgym.com, and we are offering 4-day free at the UFC gym. You can try out the classes. There's over 100 classes a week. There's something for everyone, all ages, all experiences, all styles, mixed martial arts, fitness.
And I understand it's a great workout.
It's a great workout. That's why I got into it, because, you know, going on the treadmill can be, you know, you can only do so much and then you get bored. At least I get bored. And then I found Muay Thai, and I've been training for 7 years, and I haven't turned back.
And you've got a fight coming up here in a few days.
I do. Actually, next Saturday I have a fight coming up, and I've been training. It's been an awesome camp, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a 5-round title fight, and I'm going to go in there and just bang.
Your thoughts on Ronda Rousey? I'm a big fan. I saw her in the movie The Expendables. Boy, she is just all over the news these days.
She is. You either love her or you hate her. For me, I love her. She's paved the way for female fighters, female athletes. She's just an amazing person, woman, and it's something that, you know, most little girls want to emulate because she's so strong, confident, just mentally and physically.
Now, again, if you want to stay in shape, Marie Choi says just keep moving.
Just keep moving.
Keep moving and watch what you eat.
Exactly.
Okay, Marie, good to see you. So good seeing you. And for all of you at home interested in checking out the UFC gym in Torrance, you can view the class schedule at ufcgym.com/Torrance and find out how to get a special free pass that Marie just talked about. Email marie.choi@ufcgym.com. And don't forget, folks, tickets are still available for the Torrance Theater Company's summer musical hit, Hairspray. Shows run until August 22nd. To see the full schedule or purchase tickets, call 310-781-7171 or visit TorranceTheaterCompany.com.
And finally, get your taste buds ready. There's something new on tap for Torrance residents. Hibis Ahmed tells us about 2 South Bay couples who are one step closer to bringing the 6th craft brewery to town. Here's a first look at what's in store.
The weight of the world was lifted. I mean, it was, you know, I just felt like so much relief and so much excitement that this is for real.
As newcomers on the craft beer scene, the journey is only beginning for these 4. Longtime friends and now business partners, Allison and Jason Kolb and Mandy and Patrick Schultz are gearing up to launch Torrance's 6th craft brewery called Schultz Premium Ales, a blend of the 2 family names.
The Schultz and the Kolbs have been friends for a long time, and you know, basically we've shared beer with Patrick. He's brewed beer for us for so many years. And you know, one day I think Jason just decided, like, I want to work for myself, and Pat really wants to own his own brewery.
Allison, a stay-at-home mom of 3, and Jason, a chemical engineer by trade, tested out the potential of their business by building a small brewing system right at home.
And I think I really have a chance now to actually shine with a lot of the skills I have, as well as combining with some really great partners.
And at the recent Planning Commission meeting in Torrance, the Schultz conditional use permit application was unanimously approved.
Amazing. It doesn't feel real yet, but it feels really good.
A feeling the Schultz and Kolbs have been waiting for. Mandy and Allison say opening their business in Torrance was a no-brainer. With the local craft beer movement growing at a rapid pace, this was a perfect fit.
there are some fantastic brewers already in the city of Torrance. So if we can kind of ride on their coattails, and if someone's coming to Torrance to check out one of them and then they happen upon us, you know, maybe we can make an impression.
They say the process of opening their business in the city was seamless and wouldn't have been possible without the help of various city departments and city employees.
I've worked with other cities in Southern California, and it can be a little nerve-wracking to walk into City Hall and talk to somebody. And just from the first time I went to the counter to check out some files, the planning department was very friendly and very helpful.
And with bold and fresh flavors just waiting to flow from the Schulp taps, head brewer Patrick Schultz can't wait for the community to get a taste.
We have a beer called SoCal Blonde, which is a very easy drinking beer, not too bitter at all. We'll be able to devise some really interesting and unique water profiles for our beers. But really, when it comes down to it in Torrance, I hope that we are going to be the more hop-centric brewery.
With a modest 7-barrel system, 8 fermenters, and dozens of recipes in the books to start, they're not wasting any time.
There's a huge opportunity for us to be on every Costco shelf. I want to distribute nationwide. I want to take this to the next level.
With the business-friendly climate in Torrance helping fast-track their dreams to reality, it's an opportunity they're grateful for.
Our children have been able to witness their moms and dads talking about being business owners and following your dreams, and I think that's the biggest thing. If you put your mind to something, you can do it.
In Torrance, I'm Hiba Samad.
Thanks, Hiba. Schulp hopes to open their tasting room by November. You can visit their website at drinkschulp.com.
Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
And I'm Jin Chin. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.